It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Wednesday in the Ozarks. We are waking up with temperatures starting out in the upper 60s, near 70 degrees this morning, and we're looking at a high temperature in the low 80s today. There is some activity on the radar this morning, but what we're going to be dealing with today is another round of showers and thunderstorms that will likely be more impactful. That's going to be the round that comes through much later this afternoon into this evening that has the chance to bring more severe weather to the Ozarks. So definitely a storm system that we want to pay close attention to. I'm thinking after 1 or 2 o'clock is when we'll start to see some of that activity develop. Storm chances in the forecast. Yes, you may see a little bit of rain this morning, lingering showers from that system that came through late last night, but I'm expecting some dry time, at least early today. The mid-morning hours should be dry. I think we'll stay dry perhaps through lunch, and then it's going to be the afternoon through the evening hours that we are watching that next round of heavy thunderstorm activity. Now, this next round, capable of producing some super heavy downpours as well as the threats of severe weather. This includes hail, high wind, as well as a small end tornado threat with some of these storms as they push through. So it's another day to make sure you have a way to receive your weather warnings and take action if you need to. We will still have some heat in place, high temperatures making their way to the low 80s, which is not too unusual for this time of the year. But that severe weather chance basically extends out ahead of a low pressure system all the way from North Texas, back up through Arkansas, Missouri, the Ozarks, all the way into Illinois, Indiana, and even Michigan. It's going to be a huge area of the country, much of the central United States, expecting some strong to severe thunderstorms as we head through the course of the afternoon and evening. For us, most of us anyway, it's an enhanced risk of severe storms, slight risk for others. I am expecting that second round of storms to be more impactful, and even our eastern Ozarks may see some higher threats for severe weather. So this is going to be a line east of Highway 63. I'm talking about Houston, much of Texas County, all the way down to West Plains, and into portions of Phelps County, the Rolla area, all the way back into southeast Missouri. That's where the greatest severe weather threats exist later today. We see this redevelopment of severe storms in the forecast this afternoon into this evening. All modes of severe weather will be possible, as I mentioned, so please remain weather aware today and know when to put your safety plan into action. These rain chances, well, they're resulting in a nice little downpour in many places, another 1 to 2 inches in the forecast through tonight. I am expected this locally heavy rain to cause some issues with flooding locally, and we'll watch for that. You know, we've had waterlogged conditions across the Ozarks for nearly a month now, and this system won't help to make that better. I am expecting some small increases in rivers and streams in places that receive some of those very heavy downpours that are closer to 2 inches. Beyond this evening's rainfall, we are talking about a very humid and summer-like air mass that arrives in the Ozarks for the rest of the day, Thursday, Friday, all the way through the weekend, looking hot and muggy in this forecast. Heat index values will easily make it to the triple digits a couple of times, so prepare some summer activities, some summer fun, find some ways to cool off because this extended forecast is looking hot. Juneteenth for the holiday tomorrow looks great. Sunshine. It will be hot. Temperatures in the upper 80s. We've got numbers back into the mid 60s Thursday night. It's going to set us up for another day in the 90s on Friday. We could be in the mid 90s by Saturday, feeling more like the triple digits. So the heat is on in full force. All the water across the Ozarks is going to heat up in a hurry. Of course, the swimming pools, but also some of our area lakes are going to get a little bit warmer from this nice push of summer weather as well, with lows staying in the 70s and highs topping out in the mid 90s by the weekend. Around the country, our severe thunderstorms are making national news headlines. These intense storms for the Central Plains, all out ahead of this wave of low pressure. That's going to be in the national news headlines today. We also have storms moving through the mid-Atlantic tomorrow, so that's something to look out for if any travel you have planned going on, or if you got friends or family out in the mid-Atlantic. We also continue to see fire weather conditions for much of the Southwest, while heat starts to build in the east as well. Everybody's going to shift over into kind of this summer-like pattern across the country. Here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. Which atmospheric phenomenon characterized by a large-scale oscillation in sea surface temperatures in the equatorial Pacific can influence tropical cyclone activity in the Atlantic and Pacific basins? And the answer is B, La Nina. It is a climate pattern that is the opposite of El Nino. It involves cooler than average sea surface temperatures in the central and eastern tropical Pacific Ocean, which leads to changes in atmospheric circulation and global weather patterns. La Nina typically occurs every 3 to 5 years. And the thing to remember about La Nina is that it's those cooler weather patterns, the cooling of sea surface temperatures, which then triggers a more active season, oftentimes. All right, here's the quiz question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. Which part of a tropical cyclone typically produces the heaviest rainfall and strongest winds? Which part of the storm? Do you think it's A, the eye, B, the eye wall, C, the outer rain bands, or D, the central dense overcast? Let me know what you think. You can submit those guesses over at the website. That's aroundtheozarks.com. Everybody stay safe today. I've got strong to severe thunderstorms in the forecast after 1 p.m. today. I expect that our eastern counties will see some stronger storms, but all modes of severe weather will be possible. I'll be back to chat with you early tomorrow morning, and I want to thank our sponsors, Command Family Medicine and Taylor Group.